Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kayla from Planning with Kay, and welcome to another video. For a while now, I've been wanting to do a series of videos like this where I just show different ways that you can set up the same type of common bullet journal spread. So for example, different types of daily logs, weekly logs, etc. So today I'm going to be showing you guys 5 different types of weekly spreads that I've come up with that I think do a good job of catering to different needs that you guys might have, and they also just show a lot of different uses your weekly spread can serve. So let's jump right into it and set up the first weekly spread. The Minimalist is clean, simple, no fuss, and it gets the job done. As you can see, I'm setting up this spread using just one black pen and a very simple font, so really anybody could set this up. A tip I have for creating a very neat and minimal font in a dot grid or a square grid journal is to follow the dots or the grid and make sure every letter is the same size. So for here, the large capital daily headers are each 4 dots by 4 dots, and for all the smaller fonts, each letter fits into one box. So although everything about this spread is very simple, it really comes together looking clean and satisfying, and it's perfect for anyone who enjoys that minimal aesthetic. More importantly though, the spread is no hassle at all to set up, and it's totally flexible to include anything that you may want. Here I've just got a vertical list of the days of the week with sections for events and tasks next to each day. And then on the right, I have a large to-do list section, a spot for any notes for the week, and at the bottom, I track my water intake and what I'm grateful for each day. Next up is the tracker, which is there to log anything and everything you might need throughout the week. On the left, I'm dividing the page into 8 boxes. Each one is 14 dots across and 10 dots down for each day of the week, plus a spot for anything coming up the next week. In each day, I'm setting up a time ladder on the left side, which goes from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day, which I'll use as a time tracker to basically color code what I end up doing every day. I'm tracking the weather using these little weather icon stickers that I have in my shop, but you could obviously just write the temperature forecast or draw similar little weather icons yourself if you wanted to. I then have a sleep tracker, which is just a spot to write down when I go to sleep and wake up every day, followed by a simple 3-color coded mood and productivity tracker. Below that is a spot to plan meals, so I have a spot for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack every day, and you could also just totally use this to jot down your meals after the fact rather than using it to plan them out ahead of time. This is followed by a standard habit tracker that I'm calling my daily to-dos, where you just fill in the box when you've done that task for the day. And finally, I have a water tracker with 1 drop for each half liter that I drink during the day. Last but not least, you can see my time key, which I'll use to fill out the time ladders on the right as each day passes by. The nostalgic is for jotting down the happenings of each week so that you can flip back through your journals and be reminded of what that week brought you. Like the tracker, I'm splitting up the left side into 8 boxes again, this time only with the day of the week and the date. Then I'm using the 8th box as my spot to write down the main takeaway of the week, with the idea being that on Sunday, you would reflect on the week that just went by and jot down what you would want your future self to look back on and learn from that week. On the right, I'm setting up my highs and lows of the week, which is basically a fleshed out one line a day, where for every day you reflect on what the best and the worst part of it was. While it may seem odd to jot down negative parts of your day, I actually do find it incredibly useful when looking back on old journals to get a sense of what I was struggling with at the time. Then I have a gratitude log and a favorites log where I jot down the favorite things that I read, listened to, learned, watched, ate, drank, and played that day. The Doodler is for those weeks when you don't really have a ton going on and you just want your weekly to be a space that you can escape to. I'm splitting this spread up into 6 columns, each column being 9 dots wide for each day of the week and a spot for the weekend. I'm then using the top of the columns as a doodle area. Obviously here I'm drawing everything at once, but I think it would be a perfect daily exercise to actually fill these spots in day by day, more taking your time with the doodling and really using it as some personal unwinding time. Obviously, this would only be relaxing if you actually enjoy doodling, so, feel free to kind of use this concept for whatever helps you de-stress and just allow your brain to wander for a little bit each day. The point is to keep it simple and unstressful. The final weekly spread is my own. It's the layout that I use week by week personally because it just works for me. I divide up the page like the minimalist layout with a column for business and a column for personal tasks each day where I can jot down the day-specific tasks or events that are happening. Then on the right, I just have 2 open sections for all other tasks that I have to do that week. And those are also separated into business and personal. Obviously, you can take this same separation concept and do what works for you. For example, when I was in school, I often separated this into school and personal, but now that I'm running my own business and such, I just find it most useful to separate things into business and personal. I use this layout almost every week, and if you want to see more ways that I style this layout, definitely check out my other videos like my plan with me's and my flip throughs, because I just show this layout a lot in those videos. And those are all 5 layouts that I'm going to show you guys today. All of these spreads were obviously focused on certain needs, but I think the perfect spread definitely comes from mixing and matching, playing around with different types of modules and layouts until your weekly spread has everything that you personally need. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Definitely leave a like if you did, and let me know in the comments down below what your favorite weekly spread was. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at planningwithk if you're not already, and check out the link to my sticker shop in the description below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.